Strong mail day today. I just got a notification from UPS. The Chug Express. Wonder what that could be. So, here we have it. I just want to say thank you to Ola and the team at Solar for sending this thing over to me to unbox. I'm really excited about it. Now, in full disclosure, they did send this guitar over to me. I don't get to keep it. It is just here for you guys and for me to play on a little bit. So, yeah, let's open it up. So basically the way they do this is it's like a box inside of a box. So like, there's the shipping box. Ah, there it is. I think like the majority of these guitars come in these cool, I'm pretty sure all the guitars come with gig bags, don't quote me on that, but the gig bags are actually very nice. We have like the rubber feet things on here. Nice padded strap as well, that's pretty cool. Obviously this is a V-shaped guitar, so let's open it up and see what it is. So, let's see what is in here. Oh man. A lot of rubber banding going on here. Oh, I can already see the paint. It looks so sick. Oh, dude. Oh, this is so sick. Oh my God.
The Solar V1.6 Army Green Open Pore CANIBALISMO is a swamp ash guitar, which features an Evertune F-type bridge, maple neck, ebony fretboard, 24 super jumbo stainless steel frets on a 25.5-inch scale, lumen lay glow-in-the-dark fret markers, Solar locking tuners with an 18:1 ratio, a graphite nut, and a dual-action truss rod. The neck profile is listed as C-shape, but I feel like there's a lot of ambiguity when it comes to C-shaped necks. This neck feels pretty thin and fast to me, more in line with something like Jackson or Ibanez. And speaking of the neck, it is a set-through neck with the Solar logo on the 12th fret. It also comes equipped with Duncan Solar-type pickups and a 3-way toggle switch and 1 volume control. No toe knobs on this guy.
There you have it. This is the Solar V1.6 AOP CANIBALISMO. So I'm going to have to familiarize myself with the Evertune bridge system here and how that works, because I've never used one before. But yeah, very excited to set this up and see how it plays. All right, so this is my first time attempting to change strings on an Evertune guitar, so you know, if you tuned in to watch me fail, maybe that's gonna happen, I don't know. Since I have to send this guitar back, I'm gonna try really hard to not mess it up. So I'm used to using a Floyd Rose system. It seems that the Evertune system would probably be easier to set up, in my opinion, than a Floyd Rose system, but you never know, I could be wrong on that. That'll be fun to clean up later. It's been so long since I put strings on a guitar that actually ran through the body like this. Let's forget how to do it. So this guitar was set up in E standard when I received it. It will likely need to be intonated as well. We'll see how far the intonation is off. These are the strings that I use when I play in C standard. These are beefy slinkies. I did check these on the Evertune website to make sure that the tension was okay with the Evertune system. Everything was fine. Also, just a quick note on string gauges. I have gone back and forth on string gauges forever, like set up my own custom string gauges, and just spent an exorbitant amount of time trying different strings and different gauges and different tunings. And actually, when I first started playing guitar, I put on strings that were like way too thick for the guitar, and I actually split the fretboard off of the neck wood. It was kind of a disaster. So these days, I don't even really mess with any of that, to be honest with you. Ernie Ball will tell you which one of their string packs that you should use for whatever kind of tuning you're trying to play in. And that's how I ended up on the beefy slinkies for C standard. So all of you that ask me about string gauges, there you go. Let's speed this up because this is gonna take forever. Oh no. Oh, okay. Whew. That was a close one. This string almost does not fit in the tuning peg. Look. You know, another thing that I found since I used the Ernie Ball suggested strings for the tuning that I play in is a lot of times I actually don't have to intonate a guitar if it came set up in E standard. And it kind of makes sense because Ernie Ball's suggestion is based off of string tension. So if the string tension was close enough on the strings the guitar was set up with, then you shouldn't really need to do much intonating or setting up beyond just changing your strings. We'll see if I get lucky with this one. So now my understanding is I'm supposed to tune this thing to pitch. Okay, so it stops tuning right there about C sharp. So now I need to tune it down here at the saddle. And then I'm gonna adjust it back up at the headstock until we start going sharp, and then back off a little bit. So I think I got that string done. I'm on pitch here, and I can bend, and it actually goes sharp. I just gotta do that to every other string. Okay, I'm all done. The string height seems okay, and intonation is pretty close, man. Maybe within a couple cents, but I don't think it's anything anyone's gonna notice. So let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. All right, I have the Solar V1.6 AOP 𝗦𝗡𝗏. It's a mouthful. Plugged into the Randall Satan. Just felt kind of appropriate to get the Randall Satan out for this demo. I have a Tube Screamer running in front. You can see the settings here. I'm using a gate from 𝗦𝗣𝗚 pedals. I don't know what the gate's called. It's his gate. It's a gate pedal. You know what it does. The Randall Satan is going into my oversized 𝗦𝗡𝗏 cabinet. It's being mic'd up with an 𝗦𝗐 Electronics X1A microphone. Let's turn it on and see how it sounds. That was the bridge pickup running through the lead channel. I'll go over each one of the pickups and I'll show you what they sound like on a clean channel here in a second, so it's not being colored by the distortion, so you can get a better idea of what this guitar sounds like. But first, there's a few things that I want to go into with this guitar. Questions that questions people commonly ask me when I do guitar demos on my channel. The neck feel on this guitar. I normally play Jacksons. That's what I've been playing a lot lately, and then I have my Deviant Guitars Grimoire. I don't notice a tremendous difference from my Jackson necks, so that is to say that I don't think that like there is enough of a shape or size difference with this neck to make it a consideration. So if you've played like a Jackson guitar or an Ibanez guitar, it is a very similar profile and thickness on this neck. The fretwork on this guitar is very good for a guitar in this price range, but there's nothing like sharp or pokey that's gonna cause you any discomfort when you're running your hand up and down the neck. And of course, with these being stainless steel frets, they should last the test of time. I love the finish on this guitar. I have never played an open pore finish before, and it's something that I really enjoy, something that I'm probably going to look for in a future guitar acquisition. Now let's move on to the Evertune. This is something that I had some pretty major misconceptions on going in. You definitely can bend with an Evertune, and I did set this up to bend, and it is almost the same as bending on a normal guitar. However, I still feel like I'm fighting the Evertune a little bit to get it into that sweet spot where I don't notice when I'm bending that I'm using an Evertune. So really, we could chalk that up to inexperience. I don't think the Evertune is ever going to be my preferred bridge system because I'm just so used to playing on a Floyd Rose. I've done it for so long, and that's just what I like. But I definitely could see the advantage of having an Evertune equipped guitar, especially if you're doing recording at home. Let's turn the amp back on. I'm gonna show you some more tones with this guitar, and then I'm gonna go over my biggest gripe with this guitar, and then just kind of give you guys like my final opinion on it. Okay. Pretty sick. Here's the neck pickup. Here's both. Let's go over to the clean channel here. Here's the clean bridge. The neck. Both. So even with just two pickups and a three-way selector switch, you still have a decent amount of tonal options. Now, I have a V1.6 FRC that I bought, and comparing it to this guitar, I actually took out the Solar pickups from that V1.6 FRC, not because these are bad pickups. I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea. It's just that I'm so accustomed to my EMG 8185 set. That's why I swapped the pickups out on that guitar. It's just a preference thing. These are really great pickups. They're a little bit more mid-focus for me. They have that sort of like djent sound, I guess I would say. But I've got to say, with the Satan amplifier, I think I might actually prefer the Solar pickups over my EMG 8185 set. I know, I said it. They just sound really good with this amp. Another thing that I really love about this guitar is the one volume knob. I never use a tone knob on a guitar. So for me, the only purpose having a tone knob on a guitar serves is it accidentally gets rolled back, and then I'll spend a bunch of time trying to figure out why my guitar tone sounds weird, just realizing that, oh, that knob I never use got rolled to the 0 position. Whoops. So it's really cool seeing a guitar released with only a volume knob. That is definitely my preference in terms of configuration layouts. Now, there is one big gripe that I have with this guitar, and not this guitar specifically, just the V's in the Solar lineup. It's an issue that I had with my V1.6 FRC, and something that I actually had to modify on that guitar, but it is the jack placement. Aww. Now, logically, if you're looking at this guitar and you're looking for places to put a jack where it'll still be aesthetic and not be in the way, it kind of makes sense that it would be on this wing, but I much prefer it being on the top wing. The reason is, when I am standing up playing, this thing is hitting me right in the balls. So that might be a consideration for you depending on how high or low you have your strap. I had it changed. Here, let me show you. So this is my V1.6 FRC, and I had my buddy and luthier extraordinaire Royce at Deviant Guitars reroute the jack from over here to the other wing, so that way it's when I'm playing, it's up here, it's out of my way, you know? Really, really cool modification of this guitar. That and the EMGs are the only thing that I changed about this guitar. Let me put it back. So that's something that will vary person to person, but if you're like me and you play in a pretty traditional position, that thing might smack you in the balls sometimes, and is definitely worth having someone route to the other wing, in my opinion. Now, do I think that's a deal breaker with one of these guitars? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I'm continually impressed by the quality of guitars that Solar puts out in the price ranges that they put them out in. It used to be that a mid-range guitar would cost you like $600 to $800, and those days are just gone. So these guitars retail for $1250 on the Solar website, and depending on what country you're in, if you order directly from Solar, there will most likely be import fees and stuff like that. Is that worth it, in my opinion? It is, because like I said, the days of mid-range guitars costing $600 to $800 is just gone. I think that the guitars that you're gonna find in that range are gonna be much lower quality than this one. Just consider, this guitar has locking tuners, it has stainless steel frets, it has lumen lay dots on the side, it has an Evertune bridge system, it has Solar Duncan pickups. Those are really good specs for a guitar in this price range, and previous to Solar guitars, it was kind of hard to find a guitar with stainless steel frets that wasn't gonna cost you an arm and a leg or be like a custom shop or something like that. I think that they actually sort of changed the industry in that way by offering guitar players the features that they wanted in a guitar for an affordable price. Now, I say affordable, but is $1250 affordable for most people? Probably not. There are definitely cheaper budget entry-level options out there, but I look at a guitar in this range as an investment. If you are a guitar player who's gigging a lot, or even just if you're recording a lot at your home studio, in my experience, it is worth it to invest in a guitar that is just going to be reliable and not give you any issues, and something that you can play on for years and years to come with little to no maintenance on it, and I think that's what this is. All right, guys, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you think about Solar guitars and the AOP CANIBALISMO V guitar? Let me know down in the comments below. Special thanks to Joel, Ola, and the whole Solar Guitars team for sending this for me to check out, and special thanks to you for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. You know what to do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.